New Logics in the Market Part 4. Do you know this about education? Discover yourself. This book is written by Mr. Deepak Satia. Chapter 15. Democracy. In a country with 4 greatest Vedas, more than 100 Upanishads, and 18 Puranas, there has always been a monarchy. Only 75 years ago democracy came. Isn't it strange? Yes, even if we Bharatiyas take pride in the fact that we are the largest democracy in the world. But the truth is that we have got the concept of democracy from foreigners. We Bharatiyas have been trained for centuries to do jihazori, to obey. Mental slavery begins only by taking away the right to education from 1/3 of society. Say whatever you want to anyone. If a question comes in front of you, answer that it is written in a religious book. Now the person in front cannot read the religious book himself, so cannot check whether what is being said by quoting the religious book is really written in the religious book or not. This is where mental slavery begins. Thus begins the blind age of ignorance. In such a situation, I remember the words of Hazrat Muhammad, the founder of the religion of Islam, which is also written in the Quran-e-Sharif. Hazrat Muhammad kept saying that every Muslim should know how to read and write. Every Muslim should read the Quran. You should not be read once but many times a day, so that you remember again and again during the day what is right and what is wrong. Yes, my friends and friends, this is called offering namaz. Let me say the same thing from the point of view of Hindus via Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Suppose, like Muslims, Hindus are also told to read Srimad Bhagavad Gita several times a day, so that they remember what is right and what is wrong. How will our society be then? Let us understand the benefits of this thing from a shloka of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is very dear to me and seems practical. Karmani evidakarste ma phaleshu kadachan. Ma karmaphala tu barma te singastav karmani. You will hear many people reciting and explaining this shloka on TV and YouTube. Most of the speakers make a fool of you. Let me tell you about it. Through this shloka, Shri Krishna told Shri Arjuna, you have the right over the action, not the result of the action, so concentrate on doing the action and do not pay attention to the result of the action. Now the theists have destroyed its practicality by including God in this practical matter. Often people are cheated in 2 ways. You see and understand how you have been cheated. A section will be found saying that Lord Shri Krishna says, O man, do your work, do not wish for the results. To desire the results is a sin. The second section will be found saying that Lord Shri Krishna says, O man, you should concentrate on doing your work. Don't look at the results. It is my job to give fruits. I will give if I wish, otherwise I will not. Tell me honestly which of these you used to listen to and believe to date. Whatever they used to believe is just a lie. Imagine that you went to the boss's cabin, panting with hunger. You will get your salary today. Your friends have got their salaries. You also reached the boss to collect your salary. You want to go home quickly after getting your salary and want to eat food on a full stomach. You are very hungry because the work was so much that today you could not eat during the lunch break. You see that your boss is chanting the name of God. He doesn't care about your hunger. When you politely ask for a salary, the boss replies, you will not get paid. Hearing this, you get angry as well as surprised. When you ask the boss the reason for not paying the salary, the answer is, today I read Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In it God has said that do your work and don't wish for the results. That's why you work hard with full devotion, don't wish for a salary. Tell me, how would you feel now? Yes, the first thing that will automatically come out of your mouth is that if I don't want a salary, then why I should work in your office? On this, the boss should put Srimad Bhagavad Gita in front of you and ask, do you want to say that God is saying wrong? What would be your answer now? Please pause the video for 10 seconds and think about all this. Till then we are waiting for you. Wait, countdown begins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Surely you would answer that God cannot say such a silly thing. Then why are those spreading knowledge on TV and YouTube fooling you in the name of God? If they are fooling you, then why are you being fooled? Let's see the second example as well. You left the boss's cabin feeling sad because you can neither speak against God nor harm the boss. Your friend went to the cabin as shortly as you left. The boss said to him, "God has accepted the work you did, but God is not in the mood to give you the results." Again, you understand that in the name of God, you are being fooled. If understand my words, then those people are fooling you because you are being. Karmani Yevidakar ste ma faleshu kadachan. Ma karmafaletu barma te singastav karmani. Only concentration is being taught through this shloka. It's the same thing we often tell kids, focus on their studies. This is the same thing the captain tells his fellow players while playing, focus on the game. This thing has been explained in a practical way, by translating which the value of this shloka has been destroyed. Shri Krishna just wanted to say that if you focus on the result while taking action, then your concentration will decrease, due to which you will not be able to use your talent properly while taking action. You don't have the right over the result. That means if you work thinking about the things you don't have control over, you definitely won't get the right results. What will be your face, what will be your complexion, what will be your voice, what will be your height, and what will be your hair, you cannot control any of these. But how you behave depends entirely on you. Then why don't we stop paying attention to our face, complexion, voice, height as well as hair, and start paying attention to our behavior? You will be born in the house of a demon, or a god. You will be born in the house of a pious person or a sinner. You will be born in the house of a thief or a soldier. You will be born in the house of a king or a beggar. You will be born in the house of a philanthropist or a miser. You will be born in the house of an intoxicant user or a moral person, and you will be born in a house of a miscreant or a virtuous person. You can't control any of these. But how you emerge as a human being is in your control. Then why leave everything else and focus on becoming the best human being? Think that if all Hindus read and understood this shloka every day, how would our Bharat be? This is because there are more than 75% Hindus in Bharat. But the irony is that out of 75% of Hindus, only 5% had the right to education. And those who had authority fell into the illusion of the translators. They kept thinking that they had become knowledgeable, but they remained ignorant. Well, times are changing now. Now there is no greatness in remaining ignorant. All Hindus will have to read their scriptures in their original form, and will have to understand them after a lot of research. Now is the time to read. Now is the time to understand. Just beware of the translators. The same applies to Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Buddhists, and Jainis. Why it is important that your religious leaders tell you what is written in religious books. Would your Bhagwan, God, Allah, and Waheguru want to keep you uneducated? No, so you must start studying and understanding yourself. Talk to your Bhagwan, God, Allah, and Waheguru yourself without any middleman. Ask them that. Do they love to hate? Do they want that the hard-earned human life should be wasted in hating people of other religions, instead of living it in beautiful dreams? By making innocent children rioters, is their work being done or that of vote seekers? Do they want that it is right to kill those who do not believe in them? Is it beneficial for humans or the devil to accept without checking? Does democracy mean being deaf as well as dumb, and voting in the name of caste and religion? Does democracy mean living suffocating for 5 years and seeing leaders with folded hands for a week? Does loyalty to the party mean that the party will give tickets to as many bad people as it wants, yet our vote will go to that party? Are 75% of Bharatiyas not safe in Bharat, even after 75 years of independence? My friends, when you talk to your Bhagwan, God, Allah, and Waheguru yourself without any middleman, then you will understand what the middleman kept saying. Bhagwan, God, Allah, and Waheguru never said that. If Bhagwan had any problem, God would not have been born. If Bhagwan and God had a problem, then Allah would never have been born. If Bhagwan, God and Allah had a problem, then Waheguru would never have been born. These pure forces have no problem with each other. All of them live together, like flowers and thorns live together on the same plant. Only the devil had problems when he saw unity among different people. He is the one who gets religious leaders to set up with politicians, and then both of them shame humanity every day by doing the work of the devil by quoting Bhagwan, God, Allah, and Waheguru. He is the devil who doesn't like people laughing and playing. He is the one who gets politicians to set up religious leaders, then both of them together mislead the public by citing religious books, because the public itself does not read religious books. That's why they do not even know whether what the religious leaders and politicians are saying is really written in the religious books or not. I am sure that whoever reads this book will no longer be a puppet in the hands of translators, religious leaders, and politicians. I am sure that whoever has read this book, she will check every piece of information at his/her level, and accept it only after finding it correct at his/her level.